Alright, hey guys. Hey guys. Hey guys. Hey guys.
See the queue. Alright. So this is the search. So it opens up on a half side, which anything above 1280 by 800 looks pretty decent. This unfortunately not so much. But yeah, so yeah, just search for some generic music here. And then you can see the very narrow columns, which again look much better on a standardized resolution. And if you find a video you like, you just click this button, and then boom, it's in the queue, and it's all ready to go. That's what we have right now.
So you've seen the web interface, but we also have applications for Android, iOS. I'm going to be demoing you our iOS application, which I have no idea what the retina screen is going to look like, so you'll have to bear with me a bit. Oh yeah, okay.
Somewhere else.
I literally can't even see it.
We have screenshots of it. It's not a big deal.
Yeah. But essentially, okay, that's me giving up. I just decided to. you can see, we have our slides here.
We have screenshots of the slides.
Screenshots.
But the mobile app is not obviously very complicated. It doesn't do much. You just have to be able to add the queue and upload and download. And since the mobile version cannot be a device administrator, or a party administrator rather, there's no option to remove anything.
Right. So the functionality for the app is basically just be able to log in, be able to register from the app, and then just the ability to add to the queue, which is the next thing to implement, and the ability to view the queue and vote, which is what we're working on at the moment, is voting and adding to the queue. What we have right now is displaying the queue and different parties. So we have the ability to interface with our own servers, which we've set up, and through JSON just be able to deal with all of the data coming into the app and present it to the user in a pretty good fashion. And then right here, where we have the queue, we would expect to have thumbnails for the videos.
And here's a little bit of the nitty-gritty database diagram on how it works for all you SQL junkies. It's written in MySQL, PHP, and Curl, I believe. Our database guy actually isn't here. This was developed last semester, but it's still basically the same general table. Apart from that, it's not terribly complicated. You just have fields for users, video IDs, etc. Depending on all this afterwards. Now, moving forward, we currently have YouTube working. We want to be able to interface with SoundCloud and Spotify as well. Obviously, we won't be able to play a video from SoundCloud or Spotify, so it would be basically solely for music sharing, whereas with YouTube, you can basically share whatever you want. And we also want to implement login with Facebook, so that way we don't have to deal with all the ugly login information. And, special thanks to Professor Morthy, Professor Goldschmidt, Sullivan, and Joshua Makinen, who was the mentor of this project last semester, who really helped us put all of this together. And thanks to all of you.
Do you have any questions?
Any questions?
When you pause a video on the computer, does it pause it on all the other screens too?
Currently, where the design goal for this is to have it playing on one computer. So as if maybe you have your Chromecast going, and you have it going on the Chromecast, and everybody in the room is watching it and voting from their phones. But then you have one computer that's controlling the screen for actually watching the videos. When the video finishes, it removes it from the queue, and then that would update to all the other devices.
Your suggestion is it would be too far-fetched. If you can think of open source radio program or the video thing, which you can broadcast to whatever the computer is connected to it, or connected to the radio station, they can all listen to that. So that is another possibility. Right?
Yeah, that's a
it
thought.
means
Yeah.
basically.
Right, you run into copyright issues with that. Just being able to like share your own music. We did think about doing streaming, and that was our #1 priority. Was like, copyright.
Like radio licensing and stuff.
Right, I have no idea.
Yeah, so
It's a possibility.
Yeah, if you are playing YouTube, I think, then there is no copyright infringement, right? If you can play it.
Right, because it has its own documentation.
Yeah. Any questions? Beth?
As a non-admin, would I be able to remove my own video or song from the queue if I like click the wrong one?
As of right now, that's not possible, but that's definitely a thing to keep in mind.
Yeah, we do store who uploads the videos, so that's absolutely just an easy implementation.
Agreed?
Having gone to like a couple conferences for a few different things, your app seems to be like really usable for like large conferences, waiting for like everything to get to where it needs to be so they can start doing everything. Have you considered adding like a parties near me function where you can just look for local parties hosted over the network and just connect to those? That way it'd be like a lot easier to like hook up and suggest music if you're at a conference or if you're at somebody's house.
Yeah, I mean,
Absolutely.
It's a great idea. I think.
Yeah, we're looking at a QR code possibly, But that's a very good idea, just to be able to use a GPS location, just store it, just be like anything within a certain radius, that could absolutely be done.
Or even over just land.
Yeah,
Because everybody by November, we can try setting it up for like all the hack RPI.
Yeah,
We just get 500 people, like we get a huge stress test to get one.
that would be a bad idea.
what day is that?
November 15th to 16th.
November? Yeah,
Yeah.
we should have it be able to be usable by then. I mean, no promises or anything, but yeah.
Yeah, we were gonna use Spotify, which is just Spotify, and you can only upload.
Right, it would definitely
Yeah.
only be YouTube at that point.
Okay, yeah, that's still fine.
But
That'd be a fun
absolutely.
thing to try out.
Yeah, that would be really cool, it's a good idea.
Yeah,
It would be really nice, but I also know it's not going to be possible to like fix that up. I'm playing local music, so I've got
Right.
like a terabyte of songs. Like,
Right, that's where,
But if it's in a browser, then you're going to need something to
Right.
to
yeah, plus just we want to stay away from licensing stuff as much as
well,
we
if
can.
it's local, you're not storing it, you're not transmitting it, it doesn't matter if they're using it.
Right. Yeah, we have to figure out
a computer where it's
for
being
local.
played from would have a big library of music. But
Right.
that for browsers.
Right, exactly, yeah, you're correct.
Any other questions?
Is there a centralized thing with the administrator per party not being, is the reason the administrator per party wouldn't host their own instance and have people connect to that versus your current setup, which sounds more centralized?
So I think the question is, why don't we have everyone be an administrator, essentially?
No.
No, why don't people host their own servers rather than use ours?
Yeah.
That is absolutely something you can do by simply cloning what we've got in the GitHub. You can set up a WAMP server or whatever kind of app server you're down for using our code. We have it so that you can do that.
That was actually the initial, like
Yeah,
what
that's
the
the
project was
initial.
initially, and then we decided to move to this just because it's easier for people who don't know how to get Apache set up and
Right.
MySQL and all that set up. It's just they can go in, make an account, and have their party going right there.
Right, so that would be like a very secondary thing where maybe we would put like you could put in your own server, like you could put in your own IP to direct it to something other than the central server, which right now is just on Josh's website.
Any other questions? All right, thank you.
Next, we have Unity Open 2D.